I'll get a little serious now.
Hello once again, audience. I hope you survived that. And with that, otherwise take a sense of being, please, if you can. We'll have a look at the third form of Frieza. Now, we got our typical product shot at the front of the box here, with the beautiful window where he's normally in, if I'm not impatient enough to unpack him before I do this. Anyway, some product shots at the bottom. Frieza Third Form. Just empty bits at the see-through at the top. There's a little shot right there. More product shots. He goes pew pew. He goes meh. He goes getting his tail cut off. Just Frieza Third Form there. And on the back, your typical shots of super action, simple style, and heroic action for supermodeling. Because that's how they do it at S.H.Figuarts. And it sounds silly, but I can't complain because they do give me quality. Anyway, who cares about the box? We're here to look at this guy. Anyway, this little guy does have a lot of nice details, and thanks to his tail on which he can balance, his giant noggin doesn't make him fall over too quick, which is really, really, really nice. Just look at it. Like, I know he doesn't play much of a role in the manga, and in the anime they gave him a lot of fight with Piccolo, but I do like this. It's like an oath to like the xenomorph. And I do dig this scary, scary design of him. Now, enough twirling around. Oh, we're taking the entire background with us, audience. I can move the earth. I'm more powerful than Frieza. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, the narrator gets into it. Anyway, for a figure this big, how is the articulation, you wonder? Well, he can move his head about this and that. You could probably, if you struggle a little bit, get it to turn around the entire way, but yeah, it'll pop off. He's got a lot of noggin there. Anyway, he can look up and down quite a lot there. He's got his little shoulder pads. His horns get in the way a little bit there. But those clear up space for the arms, which have a very wide butterfly joint there with a nice insert, so you don't have like a much of an empty spot anyway. He turns at the upper arm, the double jointed elbow. How many fingers am I holding? Huh? 2. It's just because you don't have any other hands for this. Anyway, before I go completely cuckoo, just the typical at the arm here, and the arm hand. He just turns the little ball joint. He can go up and down. And you can turn that all around as you want. He's still a spry little guy. He's got his little. Does this count as an ab crunch? I guess it does a little bit. But he's got a fair range of emotion. I always keep saying that. A fair range of motion there. The purple little plate does have a little hinge itself, which also helps a lot. I wish more action figures did that. Usually this is just like molded to the chest there, but as you can see, you can press it flat and it goes down. Boop. Fantastic. That's some good quality engineering there. Now he's a spry little ballerina at the legs. He's got, of course, his upper leg turned there. He can smell his own feet. That's gonna be gross. And his feet are also on a ball hinge joint for a very good range of motion. There, said it right this time. Now, of course, we've got his tail there, which turns just at the ball joint there. And as well as there. He has his tail cut off right there, thanks to Krillin. See, he's not completely useless. If Frieza would have not moved, he totally could have killed Frieza with a Destructo Disc. Or Kienzan, depending on your preference for like the Japanese or the English. But yeah, he is a nifty little figure there. Let's just put him in for comparison with... Yep. Leave it up to Frieza to even kill himself. He can't even enjoy his own company. There. Now he's actually not that big. I would have figured he would have been bigger. But that's mostly probably because, like, in comparison to his second form. His second form is huge. Now let's put him more properly next to him there. Maybe put his tail down so he doesn't fall over. But as you can see, his second form is huge. Now in the cartoon, he doesn't look to be, doesn't look like he's going much smaller than his second form. But I guess it does. Now I don't have a fourth form yet to compare, so for now this will have to do. But it does look very nice. I really can't wait for like the next Frieza, including like the super powered one, the really buff one. Oh my god. Anyway, the accessories. Now for Frieza, as you can see, besides his open mouth laughing hard face, he has his open mouth slightly laughing, slightly less hard face, and his diabolical grin. We get a second complete head, just because with one of the heads his eyebrows are more raised, and with these two faces they're not. So as you can see, just because the eyebrows are a bit more risen there, you get a completely extra head there. We got his little crossed arms there. Of course, a fantastic little Dragon Ball. Gotta catch them all. I am now down to like 6 of them. I think the last one is with one of the other members of the Ginyu Force. We have like these are like the cloudy ones. You also have the more see-through ones. I think from the cloudy ones I've got 6 so far. And with the see-through ones we're down to 3. They're not down to 3. 3 down, 4 to go, I guess. And for the hands, we've got like the closed fist. We'll just raise them up a little bit there. Like 2 of these for left and right. We have the slightly grabby palm there. It's the same for both left and right. There's always some really nice detail, like right on the hand, the palm there. The little wrinkles and everything. Really, really good detail. And the same goes for the open blasting hand. And I'm almost forgetting this little finger blast effect. It's very easy. You just have his little fingers there. There's a little hole there for 2 fingers, and you can just finger it. There. And there you off. There you off. And there he goes off blasting Piccolo. Now, as for how to change the hands, it's always the same. You got the little ball joint right there. Just pop it off. And perhaps a little bit of wiggling, just so you don't put too much stress on those thin little joints. Wiggling always helps. And you just pop on another hand. As goes for the head, we'll just carefully pull it back, pop it off, and as you can see, it just pegs onto the faces there. You can just peg on another one. Does it even work? Alright, this is difficult to do in front of the... Oh wait, no. There's actually like a thick and thin piece right there. So you can't even put the wrong faceplate on the wrong head. So this head is 100% only for this faceplate that I just dropped. My apologies, Lord Frieza. So they're not interchangeable. You can't put any face on any head. Basically, this is just the entire head, and this is one head for these two. Yeah, there's a little ball joint right there. It's a bit of a long peg. There, plop. And he is good to go. Isn't he just gorgeous? I can't wait to get the other Friezas. Mecha Frieza as well. I got a little Trunks in the cabinet waiting for him. Anyway, as for the crossed arms, you can just pop off the arms there, just below the shoulder. These are always quite difficult. Sometimes these will pop off. You can just pop them on, just like the Saiyan armor. Just a little, like, hinge, peggy hinge, pegged hinge. You gotta bend it forward just a little bit. I heard the new one from Vegeta. There. Actually goes a lot easier. But it's also kind of difficult because I have the camera right in front of my face. What you looking at, punk? Hey. That's Mr. Cool Frieza. For anyone interested in seeing the Dragon Ball up close. And yeah, that is about it for this Frieza. He's a cool little guy, isn't he? Anyway, I hope you learned something from this. If you wanted to buy the figure or not, all that jazz, you know, the whole shebang. What are you watching reviews for otherwise? You know, you're gonna want to spend money. Well, trust me, these are worth spending the money. I've gone from Figuarts to Dragon Stars, and it just didn't scratch the Dragon Ball itch. But these guys, I only wanted to go with the Frieza saga. That was it, just the Frieza saga. But nope. It's everything now. Saiyan, Frieza, Cell, Buu, Dragon Ball Super. Probably gonna go for Dragon Ball as well. It's all gonna get good in this tiny little room here. Anyway, Thank you for watching once again, audience, and I will see you next time. Frieza, why'd you switch? Just